Greetings hunters! Here's a fun multiplayer hunting horn build for players who want to play a more support and healing oriented role. First up, we start with two pieces of the Ebony Odogaran set, mainly the Alpha Helm and the braces. This should give us 4 points of burst, which is a skill that gives us stat boosts every time we hit the monster 5 times and maintaining hitting the monster for a set duration of time. We add in the Udra Myregreaves beta to max out burst with 5 levels. Next, we add in 2 pieces of the Arc Build set for the beta chest and waist armors. This should give us around 3 points of weakness exploit, but more importantly, it gives us Hasten Recovery level 1, which regenerates a small amount of health whenever we continuously attack the monster. This should synergize really well with the burst skill that we maxed out previously. Since this is a healing build, we'll equip 3 medicine jewels, which should make our healing songs that much more effective. And lastly, we will use the Grudge Sounder Urga, which is a non-elemental hunting horn, which means it could pretty much be used against any type of monster. The reason for picking the Urga is because of 2 things: its song list, which mainly includes Recovery Up Large, and its Regeneration Bubble, which is an echo bubble that continuously heals allies who are within the boundary of it. As of this point, the build is actually complete, though we still have lots of slots for several jewels and a talisman. It's really up to you on how you finish this build, but in my case, with the available jewels that I have, I opted to finish with 2 more weakness exploit jewels to get the skill up to level 5, a Max Might talisman, and 1 Max Might jewel to get my Max Might to level 3, and then a couple of razor sharp skills and an additional horn maestro. The idea for this build is that you maintain a good deal of offense while simultaneously providing healing support to your allies. We leverage the fact that Encores are much more powerful and faster this time around, and we'll take advantage of this as much as we could. Mainly, our main source of healing would be our Echo Bubbles, followed by our Recovery Up Large and Recovery Up Small songs, and lastly, if need be, we'll be using the Melody of Life. The Urga has earplugs large, so make sure to use that to your advantage. At the beginning of a hunt, I try to queue up 3 health recovery large songs, all while placing bubbles near the monster. I won't really be too worried about healing at this point, as I see that everyone is still about half HP and the bubbles themselves will be a lot of help. Once I know the party has stabilized and the hunt goes into a better flow, I'll start to queue up echo waves along with my health recovery large songs. Normally I'll leave at least 1 health recovery large song on standby until I need to use this. A senior moment here for me. I got confused whether to encore or to roll disengage, and I ended up doing nothing and got hit instead. Take note how, even without me doing any healing songs, the Echo Bubbles themselves are doing a great deal of work for the others. Here, I realized that the other members didn't have earplugs yet, so I had to rebuff the song even if I already had it. It's just the nature of SOS hunts where people come in at different times during the hunt. This move is very tricky in multiplayer because you have no idea who Arcbelt is going for. Normally you can just sidestep this move, but in multiplayer you have to be more careful. After an enemy's big move, always make it a habit to check the party's HP. This will give you an idea whether you want to heal or not. I see that health is not at 100%, so I continue with the performance until I do the recovery up large and finish off with an encore. Everyone's at 100% HP again. It's very important to pop wounds from time to time, as it's a very quick way to keep your song list stocked with healing songs. So I got hit pretty bad here, but luckily the monster got mounted. I assess the situation to be safe enough, and I just do a performance to anchor combo to get myself back in good health. One of the other advantages of the Urga that I didn't mention is that it doesn't actually have a lot of songs, which makes it very hard to unintentionally punch in songs that you don't want. All you really need are earplugs and heals. Here, a hunter got caught in a couple of moves and got stunned. Luckily, I still had plenty of recovery large songs on queue, so I was easily able to heal the hunter back to safe levels. Okay, that was a fun and exciting hunt. So during the course of that fight, I don't believe any of my party members went below critical HP levels. That's because the echo bubbles, if placed near the monster, will just naturally heal everyone who is doing work on the monster. At the same time, your offense is comprised of mainly healing songs that do a significant amount of healing with medicine plus 3. A good player will always keep an eye on the party's HP after a big move and will act accordingly. A good player will also be able to weave in echo waves from time to time, since you don't really need to fill up your song list with just healing songs. Unfortunately, I didn't get the Support All-Star Award in this hunt, mainly because I got the Dizzy Pro highlight instead. Which, if you really think about it though, is more testament to just how effective this healing build could actually be, both defensively and offensively. In most of the other hunts that I did in SOS, it was easy enough for me to get the Support All-Star highlight instead, which is pretty evident in the video that the heals were really helping in the long run. And that's it for now. I hope you had fun watching this hunt, and I hope to see you try this build out for yourself. Be the difference maker in hunts and be the great hunter that you could be. As always, hunters, happy hunting!